Ms. Scribble here. So today we are going to be going through grade 4, chapter 1, lesson 1 in our Go Math curriculum, and it's model place value and relationships. We're really going to be looking at the relationship and the value of the different digits in numbers. Um, so we know a ones cube just represents 1, a long represents 10 ones, a flat represents 100, or 10 tens. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 tens. A cube looks like 1,000, and it's 10 100s. You can kind of see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 100s is 1,000. And our relationship just continues to grow. And you'll notice that this is all times 10, times 10, times 10. 1 times 10 equals 10. 10 times 10 equals 100. 100 times 10 equals 1,000. 1,000 times 10 equals 10,000. So a small cube represents 1. So how many small cubes make a long? Well, 10 small cubes make a long. Long represents 10. How many longs make a flat? Well, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 longs make a flat. So the flat represents 100. 10 flats make a large cube. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The large cube represents 1,000. So the big thing with place value is as we go through each place value, the value always increases by 10. Um, each each place value has a relationship with the one next to it. That's why we borrow and that's why we carry. So we'll take a look at the value of each number in just a second. So boys and girls, one of the tricky things about place value is we read the numbers right to left, and we're definitely used to reading words left to right. So it's always helpful to write very neatly on a on your piece of paper. A great way of doing this is turning your notebook so your lines are vertical up and down. Then it's lined up perfectly for you. But let's take a look at this number right here. 894,613. So I'm going to write this in, and I actually kind of write it in backwards, and that helps me make sure that I have all the numbers. So 894,613. We want to find the value or how much the 9 represents. So the value is right here of this 9. So I want to see this 9. So it is in the 9/10,000s. So thousands represents right here. This is thousands place. Now it's in the 10,000s place. So 1, 10, 90,000. This is kind of tricky because I know in third grade we only focused on this thousands place. We never really went more. So we'll take a look at a couple of more problems and we'll see if we can get you up to speed. All right, boys and girls. So we're going to get back to finding the value of the underlying digit, and I have my blank paper over here. So first thing is we're going to find the value of the underlying digit in number 2. So since you always have to show your work, write neatly. You want nice spaces. You want your commas to go underneath, and since the underlying value, the digit is 7, I'm going to underline that. This really helps me organize my place value. So when you turn your paper sideways above the numbers, I just write abbreviations for each place value. So ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000, 100,000. So you can see that they're all lined up here. Now, sometimes when we're writing the value of a number, kids get a little bit confused. They'll write down 7. And you're right, we are looking at the digit 7, but this does not represent 7. This would be 7. That is not what that number is meaning in 703,890. It's not 7 ones. It's sometimes kids would write 100,000. And that is absolutely correct if we're just talking about which place value it is in. It is in the 100,000s place, but there's 7 of them. So really we have to write 700,000, which is kind of tricky to write. So let's write out 700 first. 700. Easy enough. Now we have to write out 1,000. So 1,000, then 1, 2, 3. So this number represents 700,000. So this is a little tricky because we're adding the hundreds and the thousands, and lots of times you kids make the mistake right here of not adding in the 1,000. So let's take a look at another problem, and the other problem is number 3 here. So we'll write this number out: 63,540. We want to find the value of this 4. Once again, I'm going to label my place value ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, so thousands, and then this goes 10,000. So I go TTH, 10,000. So I'm looking at this 4, and the value is not just 4. This is 4. That's not what this 4 represents. The 4 is in the tens place. So I have 4 tens, 10, 20, 30, 40. So I have 4D is my total here. All right, let's pause, and we are now going to kind of take it up to a new level and compare place value. All right, guys, so now we're going to compare the values of the underlying digits in 2 numbers. So we have 2,304. We're comparing it to 16,135. And you notice that we're comparing the 3s. The 3s are in different place value spots. So let's go through these steps. So the first step is we're going to find the value of the 3 in 2,304. So let's go ahead and put it in our place value, 2,304. We're paying attention to the 3 in the 300 spot, so it would be 300. And over here is what looks like 300. So now we're going to find the value of the 3 in 16,135. So we can fill this in, 16,300, 135, my mistake, 16,135. We're looking at the value of that 3 in 3 tens is 30. All right. So now, when we take a look here, it says each 100 is 10 times as many as 10. So 300 is 10 times as many as 3. So the value of the 3 in 2,304 is 10 times the value of the 3 in 16,135. I know this is goofy, and I'm going to show you a way that makes it a little bit easier to see. So I have my 2 numbers written down, 2,304 and 16,135. So this is, the value is 300, the value is 30. Right here I can see that 300 is 10 times bigger than 300. I can also think backwards. 30 times 10 equals 300. So this is 10 times bigger. So maybe looking at this way will help you, but we are starting to understand place value all the way through the 100,000s.